Purposely. Your life, God's purpose. Listen at purposely.com.
A big part of my job is writing. I write books, I write scripts, I write commercials, I write content, I write podcast stuff. My name is Julie Lyles Carr. I am the host of God on the Go, part of the Purposely Podcast Network, where we come alongside you to make the most of every minute, whether you're on your way to the soccer practice or you're sitting in the school pickup line. So because I'm a writer, I have what's called an agent. She is someone who helps me find jobs for my writing. She is someone who connects me to people who publish stories and books and things like that. And she's also a real friend. And part of what she does for me is she encourages me. Yes, she encourages me because she's my agent, but because she's also my friend. She encourages me in my walk with God, in my relationship with Jesus. We're in a series about a real friend, the things that you want to look for when you are building friendships. You know, a lot of times we can make the mistake of thinking that we want to be friends with the most popular kid or the friend who seems to be doing really well in a sport that we really admire or something like that. And hey, you can have great friendships with people who are in those categories, who are the popular kids or doing well in sports. But sometimes we overlook people who would be amazing friends because we don't always understand what is most valuable, what makes for a real friend. We've talked in some previous episodes about what kind of friend we want to look for. We want to find someone who tells us the truth, and a real friend supports you. Now, what do we mean by support? We mean that a real friend is going to tell you the truth, even if it hurts, but they're also going to encourage you. They're going to tell you, hey, I know you can do this. I believe in your dreams. I believe in the things that you want to do. I know that you can do better. I know you can go further. I know you can go faster. That is so important. That's what my friend, who is also my agent, does for me if I'm feeling a little discouraged about my writing or something in my business. She's right there to remind me and to say to me, hey, you can do this. You've got this. And that is so powerful. How do you know that you can trust someone to support you? Well, as we talked about in the previous episode, because they're honest and because they do what they say that they will. And when someone says, I want to be there for you, this friendship is important to me, you are important to me, I want to support you, that means they show up and actually do it. Sometimes somebody says they want to be your friend, but they don't support you. They make fun of the things that are important to you. They try to pull you away from making your best grades, even though you've said that your grades are important to you. They try to push you to do things that you know wouldn't be the best. That's not a real friend. A real friend supports the things that you say are important to you. Proverbs 27:9 says, friendly suggestions are as pleasant as perfume. That means that when you have someone who is saying to you, hey, you're so good at this, you could try this, you could do this, I'm here for you, I'm encouraging you, it makes everything just feel better, smell better, be better, because those encouragements, those suggestions, that support is so powerful. There were two men in the New Testament that we can read a lot about their friendship and how they supported each other. There was the Apostle Paul. He was a missionary. He was starting all these churches in the areas, and he had a friend named Timothy. Timothy was younger than Paul. Timothy didn't have as much experience as Paul, but Paul was always so great to encourage him, to support him, and say, don't let anyone discourage you. Don't let anyone pull you away from that. You've got this, friend. That was so important. That was a real friend. Timothy knew he had a real friend in Paul because Paul supported him. Paul encouraged him. Paul understood what Timothy was about, and he was there to support him all the way. I want to encourage you to be a friend who is supportive of your friends and to also look for a friend who is supportive of you. They are going to cheer you on when certain things happen, and they're going to help you when you feel discouraged or a little bit down. That's a real friend. A real friend supports you. This episode is sponsored by George Fox University. We are so thankful for George Fox University and all of the good they are doing in the world to help your student know that they are known by God, supporting them in their gifts and their talents and their dreams. So check out georgefox.edu for more information on how the university experience can be for your student. And I'll see you next time on God on the Go.